Hi guys. Most men don't know how to touch a woman. They think arousal starts with physical contact. It doesn't. It starts way before that, before the first kiss, before the first move, before the first moment she realizes she wants more from you. If you want to understand what really turns women on, I'm talking mentally, emotionally, and physically, my book Attraction Secrets breaks down all of this step by step. The link is in the description. So let's go ahead and get into it. These are 7 places to touch her that most men overlook. But if you do this right, she won't just feel it on her skin, she'll feel it throughout her entire body. Number 1, the back of her neck while pulling her in. Place your hand right at the base of her neck, firm but not rough. Not to yank her in, but to guide her in. This isn't about force, it's about power. Because when your hand is on the back of her neck, you're triggering something primal inside of her. This is where dominance meets security. This is where you silently say, I've got you, and you don't need to think anymore. When you pull her in slowly from the back of her neck, she doesn't just feel wanted, she feels like she needs to surrender. And that's a feeling most men never give her. Number 2, both hands around her waist when she's facing you. This is one of the most underused touch points because most guys treat the waist like a transition. They touch it on their way to something else. But when you grab her waist and hold her still, something flips in her brain. No talking, no rush, just both hands locked around her waist like you're centering her. It says to her, you're not going anywhere. Not in like a threatening way, but in a way that calms her nervous system and fires up her body at the same exact time. You're showing her that you're not just physically present, you're anchoring her in that moment. That stillness, that control, that power, that dominance, that's what makes her melt. Number 3, her hair. Grip at the base, not the ends. Most guys know that a woman likes them playing with her hair, but almost none of them do it right. They're too soft, too quick, too unsure. Let me be clear. You don't stroke her hair like some puppy. You slide your fingers in near the scalp, grip it with control, and tilt her head just enough to let her feel it. You're not hurting her, you're handling her. And the second she feels that pressure, something inside her clicks. And the reason why is because you have tons of nerve endings located in the scalp. So this causes her to relax, to exhale, and she starts to feel safe enough to be feminine with you because you gave her something most men don't. A moment where she didn't have to think, she just had to feel. Number 4, her lower back, guiding her through a crowd or pulling her close. The lower back is extremely primal, right above the tailbone where your hand naturally falls when she walks past you or when you guide her somewhere. And when you touch her here slowly with your palm open, not gripping, it sends a clear message. You're with me. It's territorial without being possessive. It's subtle. It's masculine. It tells her, I've got you. You're mine. It's the kind of touch that lingers. It doesn't scream for attention. It whispers control. And that whisper is what gets inside her head. Number 5, her lips, but don't kiss right away. This one's about discipline because most guys rush the kiss. They go in too fast. You're not going in for the kill. Here's how you do it right. Hold eye contact, brush your thumb across her bottom lip slowly, let your fingers rest on her jaw while you pause. You're building the moment. Let that silence hit and then do nothing. Just wait. Because in that moment where she's not sure if you're going to kiss her or keep looking at her, her entire body fills with tension. That's what gets her anticipating. Not the kiss itself, but the anticipation of it. Number 6, her inner thigh. Close, but not too close. This is where most men mess up. They either go straight for the center or they stay too safe and miss the mark entirely. Slide your hand up her leg, but stop just before the center. Don't say anything. Don't move too fast. Just pause. Now her mind is racing. Her body is waiting. And the restraint, that's what's driving her crazy. You've just created an emotional version of edging, holding her right at the edge of a release without pushing her off. And when she knows you could but didn't, that's when she wants to give in completely. Number 7, the underside of her jawline while lifting her chin. Most men don't understand the power of direction. They ask, they suggest, they wait for signs. But the man she craves, he leads. Slide your fingers under her jaw, lift her chin up just enough to force eye contact. This is control without aggression. It's intention without words. You're not begging for her attention, you're directing it. That slight lift of her chin flips a psychological switch. She's no longer wondering how you feel. She's wondering what you're going to do next. And that is where attraction explodes. Here's what it all comes down to. It's not about being smoother. It's not about being more experienced. It's about being more present, more still, more controlled. Women respond to energy, to physical tension paired with psychological depth. So the next time you touch her, don't rush, don't overthink, and don't wait for permission to lead. Touch her like you already know what she needs, and you'll give her something most men never will, a reason to surrender. And if you want more psychological triggers like this, how to pull her in, hold her attention, attention and make her chase you without ever looking desperate, grab my book Attraction Secrets. It's all in there. The link is in the description. So with that being said, until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Bye.